Hello everyone, fB here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday and which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. And we're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Conflict by El Wormo. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CET on Saturday. And as before, a season will also be taking place. The season will now last for 2 months, and for this season that means 8 races with your 6 best results being counted. Top 15 will get points, with the person getting the best lap receiving 5 bonus points. Top 3 will win some prizes based on contributions through Twitch and YouTube. And here are the current rankings. Last week Hobbyfire won the race back to back, and with that is already up to 85 points. Spam is still second, and at third we now find Morris89. Lastly, if you want to find out more information about this race, that can be found below the stream or VOD. So, let's see here if the race can start without any problems. I did have my game crash earlier, so hopefully that won't happen again. I'm just gonna check that I added the password. No, I didn't. Gotta do that. Alright, now it should be added, so. But yeah, we're starting in 1 minute. Let's take a look at the players who are driving. Of course, Hobbyflyer is driving, at least I saw him earlier, but it could be hard to find him since his game crashed. Nadeo did update their game recently, and that seems to have made it more crashy somehow, but Hobbyflyer is driving, so it's gonna be interesting to see if he can make it 3 times in a row. Yeah, who knows, he might do it. He's on a good good roll. Then we got Spam driving as well, somewhere. It's always pain to find the players in the list here. There he is. So Spam is driving this week as well, currently 2nd place in the season, and then Morris89 is also driving, is at 3rd place in the season. We are starting now in just a few seconds. Hopefully it will all go smoothly. Good luck, have fun, and let's go. We want to follow Hobbyflyer through the first lap, if I can find him real fast. There he is. So let's follow Hobbyflyer through the first lap, and we are going to see 20 laps this time. The race will take about 45 minutes for first place to finish, and for this race I do have a new thing, is that I will test a 10-minute countdown at the first place finish instead of 15, because usually kind of drags out too much and not that many players finish in the end anyway in the last 5 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we are live into the first lap. We saw the stretch there, followed by a respawn checkpoint. And then we have a drop here. Can get landing bugs, which will happen to Hobbyflyer, unfortunately. And then following that we have a small obstacle part. And here we have a turn where you kind of can't drift. You kind of have to use brake, which isn't very common. You can do a neo drift, but that is quite difficult to do consistently. So then we have a small dirt part, followed by another drop, where landing bugs probably will occur to a lot of players. Hobbyflyer though will miss it this time. And then we have a small speed section following that. Wall ride, and then some grass here. This map is mostly tech, I want to say, which we see here. The tech turns. Hobbyflyer goes through. He's up to 47th place now. Really bad start for Hobbyflyer this week, but he's not that far behind the top. Oh, he's gonna hit the ceiling of the checkpoint, so we're gonna lose some more with that. here we go. Here we have a wall bounce, I think, at least. You see one player there, Magic Man, doing the wall bounce. I think that might be a bit faster, but probably not worth doing it for this race. It's a bit risky. And then lastly, we have a couple of tech turns here to end off the first lap. Our player going up to 33rd place now. See if you can recover from this. Let's take a look at the top. Who's in the lead? It's Tween, who drove last week for the first time in the season, and he took 5th place and also got the best lap. So with that he got 30 points. Of course your 6 best results count, so Tween could definitely be a contender for the win this season. We'll see how it goes. Right now in the lead. And here's Roa at 2nd place. Has won the race one time before, and just like Tween, both of them has won it once. Fuzzy will pass Roa. Fuzzy has never won the race. He's been top 10 though several times, and also has won the best lap once, I believe. But never won. And Tween, it's gonna hit the side just before the drop to the dirt. He's gonna go down to 11th place because of it. And I guess I forgot to mention how many players started. I think it was about 170 or so. Now we are down to 163. Following Tween, who drops down after a mistake. He's up to 9th now. See who he got in front of him. It's Raggle, Morris A9. Also Shorty is up there. Shorty who took 2nd, Morris A9 who took 3rd last week. And we also got Yannick's driving, who has won the race. Is at 6th place, got Serif and Spam in front, and also Shark, who did crash. So lots of players will pass him, and he's down to 10th place. And he will do the wall bounce, and so will Morris A9, and it does not pay off for Morris A9. That's the risk with the wall bounce, especially if you have too much speed. Sometimes you can go up in the wall like that and lose a lot of time instead of gaining time. So yeah, I think for this kind of endurance race it's better to just take it safe there, because it doesn't really save you that much time. Fuzzy has gone up in the lead now. See if we can continue this performance. He currently got the fastest time as well, 2:07.41. And again, the best lap will give you 5 bonus points. This drop here is very tricky. It's really hard to avoid the landing bugs, but Fuzzy will do it this time at least. See how he does this part. Oh no, he's gonna hit the wall. Yeah, that turn is really tricky. I think the players want to do the drift, but I think actually it might just be a better idea to brake in that turn, because getting the drift is very hard. So Roa will pass, and then he hits the ceiling as well. What was that? He wasn't even... he was in the middle of the road. He must have gotten some kind of bump in the dirt. Wow, that's so unlucky for Roa. And with it, he's down to 14th place. Ah. So Fuzzy now almost 2 seconds ahead of Serif, who's at 2nd place. Yannick is at 3rd, but we'll see Shorty pass. And then we got Shark now at 5th. Spam at 6th. Oh, bad turn though. Tween half player is gonna pass him. And then we got Morris A9 also passing Spam there. Sad is at 12th place. We got Roa now at 13th. Cocktail at 14th, and Mel at 15th. Top 15, of course, getting points for the season. Mel going up to 14th place. Mel, who is known as many... he got a lot of names, I believe. Hopefully he will stick to one. It's easier for me to keep track of his scores that way. Let's follow him through these last couple of turns. Entering lap 4. And Fuzzy extending his lead, 2 seconds ahead of Yannick now, who's at 2nd place. Cocktail will pass Mel just before the next lap. Fuzzy in the lead. Will he be able to win for the first time? See here, he does not have any points No wait, he got some points in the season, but he's not in top 15 though. After 2 races played, he got 14th place in the first race, so he's at 22 points, I believe. First place, of course, getting 40. And the maximum you can get is 45 if you also get the best lap. But Dido will improve that local record to 7.37. Ooh, hits the wall there. Marseille 9 and Cocktail will pass him and goes down to 16th place. But yeah, that best lap will definitely be further improved. I'm pretty sure of that. We got Sneak driving as well this week. He's played a couple of times in my race, but never actually... I think he maybe have finished it once, but yeah, usually don't finish them all. But he's doing pretty well now, 11th place. So maybe that will motivate him to finish the race. Hobby Fire still not recovering really from that bad start. It's at 13th place. It's gonna be tough for him to win for the 3rd week in a row. But right now he is at least in top 15, so that's good. Let's follow Fuzzy a bit more. He's now he's still about 2 seconds ahead, but Shorty is now the one who's at 2nd place, ahead of Yannick's. So yeah, Fuzzy off to a really good start. Soon entering lap 5 out of 20. This map seems to suit him well. See what his time will be this lap. Not gonna be a new best. I wish you could see actually always the time. Be a nice feature. Raggle, Tween and Spam, also Shorty, all improving their times. Let's go through the list here again. Yannick's at 2nd now, passing Shorty, so they have a close battle. Tween at the 4th, Shark at 5th, Seraph at 6th, Raggle at 8th, Spam in front of him. We got Roa at 9th, Kinch at 10th, Avify now at 11th. Ooh, but not gonna get another landing bug. Losing a lot with that. So Sneak and Mel will pass him, I believe. Dido at 14th, Cocktail at 15th, ahead of Marseille 9. And I like to go through the pages to show players a bit further back in the ranking. We got Ave at 32nd place for Team Q, ahead of Crap and behind the Crap and ahead of Edward. We have Freddle Shaman driving at 46th place, behind the Gui Jr. and ahead of Scotty. And we have Payne for IGN at 60th place. I will actually cast can't remember their opponents, but IGN's match in TM Masters Team Cup tomorrow. Team Acer won't have a match, I will cast 2 matches from our group. So IGN are in our group. Next page, we've got Nyx in the United States at 69th place, behind Dudica and ahead of Kiwi. And who else? We got Salvador64, who finished at 64th place last week. Thought that was funny. Now he's at 80th place, so ahead of Alien Wars and behind Ayona. Let's see who else we got. We got Jorf driving from Canada at 106th, behind Gullah and ahead of Aeon. We got Teddysaur for Saw at 114th place, behind Karon's, or Boss rather, but now gonna be behind a lot of other players and respawn. We got Cover from Germany at 138th place, behind Ice Hool and ahead of Carpe Diem. Let's see who is the current last player here. Could be Fresh 15 at 144th place. I think that that is it. So that's the amount of players we currently got playing. Oh! We'll have to respawn. Alright, back to the top. and now Yannick's is in the lead. He's past Fuzzy. He's ahead with 1 second. Still, this would be Fuzzy's first time on the podium if he can keep it up. Can't really recall what his best placement is. I think it's like 6th or something like that. Yeah. Oh! Whoa! Hitting the edge of the platform and he'll have to respawn. Oh, that was a really bad crash for Fuzzy. And he's down to 10th place. So much for that podium. One mistake is all it takes, and you will drop several positions. So that's really tough for Fuzzy. He's doing so well, in first place for a lot of laps. So Tween will take over 2nd place behind Yannick's. He's 2.5 seconds behind right now. And then Spam has gone up to 3rd place, just behind Tween. So it's pretty close. Pretty close race, 18 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. And Yannick's got the local records now, 2:06.67. So right now Yannick's with the double, 45 points. He would not take over the lead in the toll though. This is his first race in the season, so. Of course, your 6 best results will count. So if you are new to the race for the season this week, then you have to participate in all the other races if you want to get a complete score. I think it might be possible to still win it if you only play like 5 races, but then you have to do really well. Alright, we can follow Spam through this lap. He's trying to catch up to Tween. He is only 20 hundredths ahead of Roa, so it's pretty close between them as well. Then we have a 2-second gap down to Shark at 5th place. And actually, Hobby Flyer now up to 8, so he is actually starting to recover, but he's still 8.5 seconds behind 1st place. Oh, and Spam's gonna get a no drift in the uphill. Roa will go up to 3rd place. Let's see if Shark is still behind Spam. Yeah, losing quite a lot with that. Switch to Roa, who goes up to 3rd, and he will go for that wall bounce. Risky stuff, but so far seems to have success doing it. Good turn here as well, catching up a lot to Tween, who is losing time on Yannick's. He's now 3 seconds behind as we enter lap 8 out of 20. Roa and Shark with new personal bests. Roa very close to beating Yannick's time. So Shorty and Marius A9 with new best times. And I think that might be a good strat what Roa did there, landing with his front wheels first. That might actually be a good idea to avoid getting the landing bug. And you see here also, he's just braking through that turn. It's really hard to get the drift. Yeah, he did get that weird thing here. I don't know what happened, but he somehow hit the ceiling even though he was in the middle of the road. So if that had not happened, Roa might have been in the lead by now. And he's up to 2nd place. Where did Tween go? I missed that. Tween must have... maybe you got what happened to Roa actually at the dirt. Just before the dirt. But he's down to 6th place all of a sudden. Shark will pass. Also Raggle at 4th place, and then Spam now back to 3rd. Sneak still doing well in this race. He's at 7th, and his teammate Hobby Flyer just behind. Ooh. Different approaches from the two BX3 drivers. Shorty down to 9th. He was in top 3 for a while. Fuzzy, of course, hitting that edge when he was second. Now he's at 10th. Marseille 9 at 11th. Thompson at 12th. Cocktail at 13th. Dido at 14th. And Max C at 15th. And Roa is actually gaining on Yannick's. He's now less than 2 seconds behind. You can see there at the bottom at the times, the checkpoints. If this is green and the right time is green, that means it's catching up. If it's red, it means it's losing time compared to the last checkpoint. Oh, and Hobbyflyer will take over the local record, 206.66. So he seems to start learning the map now. He's up to 6th place. Will we see a amazing comeback from Hobbyflyer? He's up to 5th place now. Tween, no, Raggle dropped down to 7th. And Hobbyflyer only 7 seconds behind Yannick's at 1st place. This is still doable for Yannick's to win for the 3rd week in a row. Which I don't think... I think maybe Raysons has done it. And maybe also Omnipods, but I think that might be it. The only two that have won it 3 weeks in a row. I could be completely wrong about that. I'll have to look it up. We're now 1.5 seconds behind, and then it's gonna hit the wall. Ah, he was on a good pace, and instead Spam will take over that 2nd place. Let's see if we can avoid the no drift this time. Yes. So yeah, Roa now at 3rd, and Yannick's 3.5 seconds ahead of 2nd place all of a sudden. Shark still doing good in this race, and then Hobbyflyer up to 5th. Followed him through the 1st lap, and I think it was at like 30th or something. A really bad start, but now doing much better and gaining time for every lap. He's only 6 seconds behind the 1st place now. This is gonna be another good time, I think. Maybe he will improve his local record again. Let's see. Oh, Shark will take over, and then Hobbyflyer will, as expected, also improve his time. So now the local record is 206.16. So 206 times in a row from Hobbyflyer, and he is definitely driving the fastest. So I kind of want to follow him through this lap as well, see if he can take even more positions. Shark is the one who is closest to him. Oh, and he will land on the border. That was a bit unnecessary, so he will lose some speed because of it. These parts are quite tricky. Ooh. See this drop. Keeps his speed. Yannick's now 4 seconds ahead of Spam. It seems like Outflyer and I guess also Shark are the only ones who are actually catching up to Yannick's. And now Outflyer is up to 4th place. Raw has dropped down to 6th. One more position and Hobbyflyer will be on the podium for the 3rd week in a row, and that's also a very nice achievement. Still behind Shark, but less than 1 second behind now. See if he does the wall bounce. No, he's going for the drift. Oh, and Spam losing 1 more second now. Shark and Hobbyflyer are getting closer to him. This speeds up. I wouldn't be surprised if Hobbyflyer can reach 2nd place at least, but Yannick's is keeping a good pace. 206.46 claims the 2nd local record, and Tween will pass Hobbyflyer, so he's also driving fast. 206.31 by Tween. Also Shorty will improve his time. Yeah, this best lap is definitely still up in the air. And of course, Hobbyflyer did have the best lap for a very long time last week as well, but then Tween did get a better time just a few laps before the finish. I think just one lap before it, so hbfly was very close to getting the double 2 weeks in a row, as he did win and also get the best lap the first week. But yeah, he's down to 5th place now. Tween is also driving good, and Spam has dropped down. Shark has gone up to 2nd place. Apparently it was at 2nd place, but this is getting really close now between Spam, Shark, Tween and hbfly, as they will overlap Mayhem. Yeah, look at this. This is getting very exciting. Yannick though, still keeping that 1st place. Now with almost 7 seconds ahead of Spam. Goes back to 2nd place, just ahead of Shark and Tween and hbfly. And we got Roa, who was on the podium. Now he's at 6th. Shorty at 7th. Raggle at 8th. We got Morrissey 9 at 9th. And Cocktail will pass him. Maxi at 11th. Thompson at 12th. Fussy at 13th. Sneak at 14th. And Dido at 15th. We are into lap 11 out of 20. Here's an overview look of the race. And Shark has now passed Spam again. It's about half a second ahead even, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a exciting battle, at least for 2nd and 3rd place. 33 seconds between 1st and 22nd position. Roa and Shorty improving their times. They could also perhaps get on the podium still. Less than 10 seconds, or around 10 seconds behind the Yannicks. Kinda wanna follow hbfly though, to get an overview look here over these 4 players. Tween has passed Spam, and hbfly lands on the border again. He should land a bit more to the right. But still not a huge disaster. He doesn't really lose that much time with it. We still got 123 players on the server. See if one of the players will finish. Of course, now only a 10-minute countdown after 1st place will finish, so I guess that will mean that fewer players will be able to finish, but I don't think it will be that many. We'll see though. If it doesn't really work that well, I will go back to 15 minutes again. Tween now up to 2nd place. Also, a good thing would be if the name tags would not show through the track, because then I could have the name tags on more. The reason why I'm always like toggling it on and off is because it gets kind of hard to see, but if you didn't see them through the buildings, then it would be much better. hbfly still at 5th place, as we will enter lap 13 now. Still got the local record though. With this 5th place and best lap, he would still be in the lead in the season. Good time there from Morrissey 9 to 6.60. Oh, and hbfly up to 4th now. Oh, Shark losing a lot of time. Roa will pass him as well. It's down to 6th. Oh, and I think Spam might have some speed there, but not too much. Still in front of hbfly, but not really taking these dirt turns as you should. You should go much wider through them. hbfly does it much better, and is up to 3rd place now. He's on the podium. He's not really been gaining any time though on Yannick's. the last couple of laps. No one has really. It's kept the same distance. So yeah, there's still a small chance here for hobbyflyer to win the race, but it's gonna be tough. Might have to require that Yannick's will crash. And of course Tween is also there. The players will drift. There's Yannick's. Soon entering lap 14. See. Oh, did Yannick's crash there? Oh, maybe not. Not sure. Here comes Tween entering the next lap, and here is Hobbyflyer just behind. And then we do have a 4-second gap down to Roa, who's now at 4th place. Spam at 5th. Shorty at 6th. Marze9 at 7th. Max C at 8th. Raggle at 9th, and Shark down to 10th place now. Lost a lot that previous lap. Thompson at 11th. We got Cocktail at 12th. Can is at 13th, Dex at 14th, and Sneak still within top 15. So yeah, it looks like Yannick's, Tween, and Hobbyfire might be our 3 players on the podium this week, but in what order? That is the question. Continue following Hobbyflyer, who has won both races so far in the season. He's at 85 points. 3rd place will give you 33. Since he won the best lap, he will get 38. So he's definitely still gonna be at 1st place after this race. Looks like he's getting a bit closer to Tween compared to the previous lap. Good turn here as well. Will he go up to 2nd place before the next lap? Yes, he will. So Hobbyfire up to 2nd place now. Ooh, but not for long. Tween with a great line through that turn. As he enters lap 15 out of 20. Yannick still keeping that lead. He's been keeping this lead for 15, not 15 laps, but like 10 laps at least. See here the players entering the respawn checkpoint, and Shark is going to get the local record 206.09. Defeated Hobbyflyer with 700s. So currently Shark getting the 5 bonus points. Yeah, Tween is back to 2nd place now. This is very, very close. And they are actually gaining time on Yannick's now. 5 seconds behind now. It was all 4 seconds. Where's Yannick's? Okay, he didn't respawn. He's still at 1st place. But yeah, lost a lot there through the dirt, and he will clip the wall. Yannick's will clip the wall. He's gonna be... let's see here, less than 4 seconds. Yeah, 3.5 seconds ahead of Tween now. This is getting more exciting. Can Yannick keep that 1st place? He's less than 3 seconds ahead of Tween now. Tween wanting to win the race for the 2nd time. And Hobbyflyer has actually lost a lot of seconds all of a sudden. He is 2.5 seconds behind Tween. He's still about 2 seconds ahead of Roa. Yeah, that might have cost him the win. Ooh, and now Tween less than 2 seconds ahead of Yannick. Yannick did a very bad lap. You see him there in the front. And through the last turns, entering lap 16. Tween with a second local record, 206.14, and Roa with 206.03. I think we are going to see a time under 206 before this is over. But who will be the one who will set that time? That is the question. Good landings from both Yannick and Tween. Now the Fire still not that far behind, 5 seconds. But right now it looks like, oh, actually Roa, look at this. Roa with that new local record is 2700s behind Hobby Flyer. So he could still reach the podium. When Hobby Flyer will get the landing bug in the dirt. Actually did not lose that much speed with it, so I guess he got a small landing bug, not the main one. And now Tween is only 1 second behind Yannick. He can, of course, he knows how close he is, and unfortunately Yannick can't actually see how far ahead he is of Tween. Unfortunately in this game, in the checkpoints, unless you have expansion on, but I'm not so sure if these players have it on, but if not, then you only see how far behind you are players. If you are in front of players, you don't see them at all, which is kind of a big flaw with this game, I think. It would be nice if you could see also how far ahead of the players you are. It would help a lot. But Yannick might be toggling the expansion widgets on and off, so he might still be aware that he's just keeping that first place with the, let's see here, it's about 1 second still as we enter lap 17 out of 20, nearing the conclusion of this race. And Roa with a time under 206, 205.75. 2 awesome laps in a row from Roa, and he is up to 3rd place now, and he's 4 seconds ahead of Hobby Flyer, who's kind of, yeah, he's gonna crash here as well. Bad place to crash for Hobby Flyer just before the stretch. He's kind of losing it now. He's down to 5th place. Spam will pass him, so Hobby Flyer will not win the race for the 3rd week in a row. It's gonna be either Yannick or Tween. Or did Tween pass? Yes, he did. Tween is up to 1st place. Meanwhile, also Massa with a good time, 206.12. He's at 11th in the race, at 11th place. So Yannick has dropped down to 2nd place. Had such a comfortable lead. I think it was up to 8 seconds at one point. Now it's Tween in the lead. 4 laps left to go, soon only 3 laps. Morrissey 9 is actually up to 5th place now. Let's see here. Spam and Morrissey 9 probably will still be at 2nd and 3rd place in the overall standings. Yeah, I believe so. And Hobby Flyer will still be at 1st place. Pretty sure of that. Tween, if he wins here, he will be 1st and 5th. 1 less race than Hobby Flyer, Spam and Marseille 9. There's still a lot of races left in the season, and now Tween entering lap 18. And he has built up a lead as well, ahead of Yannick. 1 second. Roa 5 seconds behind Tween. Don't think he set as good of a time, and actually Tween with a 206.06 in that previous lap. Now all of a sudden he's 1.5 seconds ahead of Yannick. Ooh, did he get a bad landing? Yes, he did! Yannick's with a terrible landing. This is gonna open up for Roa to go up to second place. Yannick's kind of crumbling here in the end. Just like Hobby Flyer. Of course, this race is quite intense. It's hard to keep the focus. Definitely not easy. So now Tween 4 seconds ahead. It looks like we are going to see Tween winning for the second time in history. And still keeping that second place, but Roa now could perhaps defeat him. Then we have almost 6 seconds down to Spam, who's at 4th. Marseille 9 at 5th. Shorty at 6th. Fire at 7th now. Shark at 8th. Raggle at 9th. Dex at 10th. Can at 11th. Max C at 12th. Mas at 13th. Nymph at 14th. And Mail at 15th. Kind of funny actually how many times we had different players in top 3. Yannick's was always kind of in top 3, but then second and third place, lots of players had those positions throughout this race. Okay, Yannick's almost catching up with 1 second. Tween, who's still in the lead, entering lap 19 out of 20. 2 more laps left to go for Tween. We'll get a small no drift. So he's gonna lose a couple of tenths with that. Not too much though. Yannick's less than 3 seconds behind now. Will we see Yannick's coming back? And then Roa also gaining on Tween. He's less than 4 seconds behind now. Hobby Fire second local record, 205.76. Roa still having the fastest time. We could see the best lap getting beaten as well. Yeah, if Roa keeps up this speed all the way to the end, then he could get pretty close to Tween, I think. I think Tween might be driving a bit safer, not taking as much risks. Let's see the drop. Oh! Whoa! That's a huge landing bug for Tween. Yannick's did avoid it, so he's now less than 2 seconds behind. Roa actually lost some time there on Tween, so I think he might have gotten it as well. Yeah, he's up back to 5 seconds behind, so that was really unfortunate for Roa. Could have gained a lot on Tween as well. Then all of a sudden Tween back to 2 seconds ahead of Yannick's. What is going on? That section of the map is really tricky. It's hard to be consistent. Still, I say this is doable for Yannick. He's 2 seconds behind Tween. That's not a lot. As we are soon entering the final lap. Tween overlapping a player here. As I am experiencing some lag here for some reason. Not good, but oh well. Alright, Tween entering the last lap now. Yeah, I'm getting quite a lot of lag. Weird. Still keeping the same distance down to Yannick's, about 2 seconds. Let's see this part. This is important. Wanna keep your speed here. Tween will do it. No problem. See Yannick's will do it as well. No, he will not! Bad landing for Yannick's. And Roa will catch up with a lot. Roa will catch up here. Could perhaps take second place. Now Tween with 4 seconds ahead of Yannick's. That's exactly what he needed. Hopefully my game will not crash for the end of this, because I'm experiencing quite a lot of lag now for some reason. I guess you can also see it on the stream. Oh, and Roa has gone up to second place! In the final lap, Yannick drops down to third. Oh, okay, that was not Roa. Some other player. Oh, great turn from Yannick. Wow, went really wide. And he's back in the race. So we have a very exciting fight for second place. And Tween losing a couple of seconds here. Oh! And he hits the ceiling. That was very close for Tween. Tween losing a lot here in the end. And Roa is on the hunt. Look at this! Tween is only 1.5 seconds ahead of Roa. And Roa is gonna go for the wall bounce as well. Wow! We only got a few turns left here. Tween still in the lead. Can he stay in front of Roa? This ending is not too hard, I think. Yeah, Tween will make it. I think he's gonna do it. He should be able to get through these turns, but wow, what a finish by Roa. And Tween will take it. First place, Roa second. Yannick will take third. Spam looks to take fourth. Then we got Shorty at fifth. Mars A9 at sixth. Shark at seventh. And the next up is Raggle. That was a pretty exciting ending to that to the race. Here's Can. Next up. Actually really far behind Raggle. Wow. 17 seconds behind. Interesting. Master will take 11th. Maxi 12th. Nymph 13th. Sad will take 14th. Cappuccino 15th. Silver 16th. So yeah, now we only got a 10-minute countdown. Male will take 17th. Pepino 18th. Serif 19th. Black 20th. Prelude Shaman 21st. Edward 22nd. Symbios 23rd. Sunbury 24th. Fuzzy drops down to 25th. Crab 26th. Scotty 27th. Ave 28th. Altesa 29th. Coyote 30th. Lumar 31st. Exetic 32nd. Wow, that 17-second gap was really random. Crunch will take 33rd. Chaos Hand 34th. Wigwi 35th. True 36th. You got Era 37th. On Off 38th. Pain 39th. Sundra 40th. The Boss 42nd. Gurney will pass him. We got Papu 43rd. Boss 44th. Magic Man 45th. Space next up. And did Habitfire not finish? Or can't see, but the Space will take 46th. We got Playday 47th. Carsette 48th. Cocktail 49th. CQ is next. Let's see here actually. Yeah, I guess it didn't finish the race. We won't get any points this this week. Still might be in the lead though, we'll see. CQ will take 50th. Then we have Teddy Sor. Taking 51st. Alien Wars just behind, 52nd. Move 53rd. Mogius 54th. Nyx 55th. Dodeka 56th. That's Retinik. And I think if you want to write to Nadeo, the best way would be to write in the Mania Planet forums in the which topic, I think. Anyway, where was I? The Wolf 59th, Firefish 60th. Hugo. Actually, it would be a good thing actually if like a lot of players went and did that, because that would show Nadeo that this would be prioritized more, I think. Salvatore 64th will wanna take 64th place again, I can tell. Will he succeed? That's the question. It's kind of risky. No, we will take 63rd. Wow, what a mistake there from Salvador. Baron will take 64th instead. Mr. Moo will take 60-50. Went too early. Kivo will take 66th. We got Kosank 67th. Casper. '68. Snowman. 69th. Ice 9. Continuing with the snow theme. We'll take 70th. SpaceX 71st ahead of Purdy 72nd. But Mayhem 73rd. And then Gregory 74th. Oh, Purdy actually didn't finish. Interesting. So Mac will take 74th here, I believe. Yes. And then Talkie 75th. And Aeon will take 76th. We got Simplex. I wonder if maybe Kurt had his game disconnect. That would be really bad. So Simplex 77th. Next up is Laxmus. Less than 5 minutes to go here. So this will be a shorter time for the players to finish. Laxmus will take 78. Next up is Jorf. Will take 79th, and then Bon Jovi is driving in the race. That's cool. We'll take 81st, no 80th place of course. Then we got Weevy at 81st, Iona 82nd, and Dibricus 84th, Premic 85th. We got Splash Monster at 85th. Boss takes 86th. Gwen for NGM is ahead with 14 seconds. His nearest opponent, which is Nexus. Gwen 88th place, or 87th, I mean. Here's Nexus 89th or 88th, goddamn. Keep getting tricked. So Kieran's 89th place. We got 3 minutes left to go. See if we will reach for 100 players, not so sure. Where was I? Euphoric will take 90th. We got Molly. We'll take 91st. And then Quicks, or just IQBQIX. That's a hard name to pronounce. Having a close battle with Afred for 92nd place. Next up is MMS. Still a couple turns left to go. 2 minutes left. Let's see how many players are still driving. 5 players are still driving. Oh, and we will see. I think, yeah, Lazarek will pass here in the end, and we'll take 94th. Ahead of MMS, we'll take 95th. And then Icehool will take 96, just behind. Next up is Ewods, and we got let's see here. Is this the last player? No, 2 more players. They might be able to finish both, I think. With 1 minute 20 seconds left to go. At least Ewods will. I'm sure of that. We got 1 minute left for Article de Sir, invalid time, and I have to save the replay very fast. Wow. Okay, I got it. Oh, Article de Sir is still driving, but he got an invalid time, so he's not gonna be able to finish. What? That is unlucky, because he was on the last lap as well. Yeah, 631 checkpoints, only 9 checkpoints left, and then he gets an invalid time. That is unlucky. Alright, so we can summarize the race. So Twin took it home. This was his second victory in the race, I believe. Roa will take second, and then Yannex, who was in the lead for the majority of this race, will have to settle for third. Roa also getting the best lap and 5 bonus points. So that's gonna be the race. Thanks everyone for watching, thanks for playing as well, and see ya next Saturday.